Alright, today we are going to start stripping the clear coat off of Archie. So I wanted to do a quick video on the kind of stripper that I like and the method that I like to use to apply it. We're going to do a little bit of an experiment with some other brands of stripper to see which one really does work the best, even though I already know the answer, just to prove it to you, and show you a little bit about how to go about taking off the clear coat. So we're going to run into Home Depot first and then AutoZone. We're at Home Depot and we're going to come back here to the paint department where all of the stripper is located. And we're going to buy a couple of strippers that I've heard other people using, and we're going to test them out versus the aircraft remover and see which one works the best. My luck is that this giant thing is in my way. But I've seen a lot of people use the citrus strip. I know they like it because it is supposed to be a little more natural. But let me tell you, I ain't got time for natural. I'm trying to get stuff done. Okay, so this stuff is almost $12. And let's read a little bit about it. Okay, so let's read a little bit about this. So it says here, shake well, use gloves. After 30 minutes, scrape a small test area. 30 minutes? Okay, the aircraft remover takes literally like 2 minutes. So we're gonna take this and test it just so that you can see if you are looking for a more natural product. But, you know, I'm not waiting 30 minutes. Some other stuff we're gonna buy, we're gonna pick up some gloves. I don't always wear these, but they are good to have because this stuff does burn your hands. And we need to find plastic scrapers, and you're gonna want a couple of these. Luckily, they're only $1, so we can afford that. The last thing we need is paintbrushes. Now, I found out the last time that I was using this kind of paintbrush, and it was kind of streaky, and the bristles weren't getting all of the area. So this morning I was doing a little test area, and I decided to try the foam brushes. Now, of course, the clear coat remover does eat up the foam brushes a little bit faster, but they're so cheap, and I think they work better, and they cover the area more smoothly, that that's the route I'm gonna go this time. So let's buy, why is this in here? Let's buy a bunch of these guys. AutoZone is the only place I have found the stripper in stock in the store. Obviously you can buy it online, but AutoZone has it. Advanced Auto Parts does not carry it in stock. They do have a similar brand that they carry in stock, but I don't think it works as well. And I forgot the name of it, and I tried to look it up, and I couldn't find it. So we're gonna get it from here. Okay, they've got it in a large size, which is $41, and they have it in a small size for $14. I learned the hard way the last time that I should have just started with the large size. I'm gonna need at least one of these, maybe even a second one. See this? 10 minutes. That's what we're talking about. 10 minutes. All right, we're back at the Airstream. We're gonna do a quick little don't taste this stuff. We're not gonna do a taste test comparison. We're gonna do a test comparison to see which of these clear coat strippers works better. First, it's important to read the directions. It says, protect your hands, shake well, pour into a container, apply with a paintbrush. After 30 minutes, scrape a small area to see if it is ready for removal. So, let's give this a try. I just know this stuff isn't gonna work, but I'm excited to prove it to you. Okay, we're gonna pick a little area right up here. Paint this on. And apparently we're gonna wait 30 minutes, so we'll come back to that one. Move on to the aircraft remover. I'll do a quick little example of this right side by side, and within seconds you're gonna see why I prefer this product over any other product, and from that point on we're probably just gonna take off and start using this. On the left we have the citrus strip, and I'm gonna apply small amount of the aircraft remover right next to it. And you can see that it is already bubbling up and stripping off. So, let's take one of our plastic scrapers. Let's see. I mean, see, it's a clear winner. I don't think this is doing anything. We're gonna take our gloves because this stuff does burn. You probably should also wear pants and closed-toed shoes, but it's warm here and I'm used to getting this stuff on my skin by now, and it burns and you just wipe it off, but it does burn pretty bad. We're gonna go ahead and pour some of this into a bowl so that it's easier to get to. And start painting it on. One of the joys of living in the city, all the sirens. Just swipe it across here. You'll notice it starts to bubble up. We try to do a nice thick amount. You are probably going to have to do a couple of coats in certain areas. And I like to do about a 5 or 6 foot section and then scrape it off. These small plastic scrapers, you do not want to use a metal scraper. You will scrape the aluminum and put scratches in it. So stick with a plastic scraper. And I prefer to go over it after it's only sat for a minute or two. As you can see, most of it starts to come off. Some people probably wait longer. I would rather do it quickly and then have to go over it a second time. As you can see, there's some spots that aren't coming off. Now, I don't think it's a very good idea to scrape at those real hard. Again, we don't want to scratch our aluminum. So what I'm going to do is do my first coat, do a quick scrape. Get my brush back out and go over any of those spots that you can tell did not get enough product in the first place. Usually you only have to do this twice. I have had some times where I've had to do it 3 times. And you'll notice that down near the bottom, it doesn't want to seem to come off as easily. I do want to give you one big tip I've learned after doing another Airstream is once you get this step done and you start your polishing, you really want to make sure you did the clear coat removal very, very thoroughly, because if you didn't, you'll start doing your polishing and you'll wonder why certain spots aren't polishing very well, and it's because the clear coat wasn't properly removed. So take the extra time the first time around and really make sure that you're getting all this clear coat off. The last step is going to be to take a hose, get all this gunk off of here. Once we do that, we might see some touch-up spots that we need to hit, but that's pretty much. See how fast that aircraft remover is? I just think it's the way to go. It's fast, it's easy, really doesn't take that long to get the whole trailer taken care of, and I think it's the best practice. Other quick tips and tricks. Number one, you're going to want to tape off anything that you are wanting to save, because you don't want to strip anything that you are keeping, like your accent pieces or your emblems. You also want to tape off your lighting or take off the plastic covers on the lighting. The stripper will damage those as well. So before you get to this step in the process, make sure you have everything taped off that you're going to want taken care of so that you don't damage anything. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, like it, ask us any questions you might have. You can send us an email. Our address is below.